Hi, Professor Walsh. Taking your class was definitely the highlight of my semester, and I learned more than I could have ever imagined, and I'm excited to take JRO 414 with you next semester.
Dr. Walsh in the house. Hey, Dr. Walsh, thank you so much for this year. 0310 was so much fun with you, and the stretching core, honestly, that really helped me build my core, especially like lose like weight. So I want to give credits to you for that, and I hope I see you next year then. Peace out.
Hey, Dr. Walsh. Thank you for making JRO 310 this semester one of my favorite classes ever at USC. I'm going to miss classes on Mondays and Wednesdays and our core and stretch in the middle of class.
Hey Dr. Walsh, thanks for teaching by far my favorite class at USC. I'm so excited I was introduced to you and so lucky I got to take your class. The best thing about you, I would say, is how thoughtful and caring you are about your students. I love that you're always available to meet, to chat about anything, and I know you genuinely want to get to know us, and I really love that. So thank you so much for doing that. And class is also pretty fun when we get to see Bella because I miss my dog so much. So thank you, Dr. Walsh, and I'll see you in JRO 414 next semester.
Wanted to do a quick shout out to my guy, Dr. Walsh. I don't think I'm alone when I say that you are the best professor at USC. This was one of the most fun classes I've taken. Thanks for all the surfing advice. Really appreciated that. And I hope we stay in touch in the future. Thanks again, Professor.
Dr. Walsh, Maria, Tim, my fellow JRO 310 classmates. Wow. What a semester. I mean, where do I even begin? I mean, let's just start off by saying core and stretch every Monday and Wednesday. Even when we're on break, it's happening. I can honestly say I'm a business major, non-science major, and this was by far the best class I've taken at USC this semester for sure. Dr. Walsh is my favorite professor without a doubt, like that's hands down, but I just want to give a huge shout out to Maria and Tim, because also they're the best TAs that I've ever had for any class. It was just a pleasure. I mean, everyone was just super involved. Like I said, Dr. Walsh, Lord and Savior, he's the man. Maria and Tim, they're the best. Our classmates, everyone was just incredible. I learned a tremendous amount. I would say one highlight for me for sure was the intermittent fasting project. I took that really seriously, and I lost 30 pounds. I started off 242 pounds in the beginning of the semester. It was August 17th. So I was logging it like every single day. And then once a week I would weigh myself. And this last Monday I was 211 pounds. So it's done a lot for me. This class has done a lot for me. It's just been an absolute pleasure. And I wish I wasn't done with school, or else I'd be taking more JRO classes with you guys. So thank you guys. Fight on.
Hey, Professor Walsh. I just want to thank you for teaching gerontology this semester, and I really learned a lot from you, and you're easily like my favorite professor at USC. And some of my favorite aspects of 310 were definitely intermittent fasting and trying it out for myself. And I saw improvements, and I definitely am like going to implement it in the future. And I also really enjoyed like stretching core, even though I wasn't there live. I'm planning to be there live during, winter break and into next semester so that I could get more fit and stuff. And then I really enjoyed just like the whole dynamic of the entire class and like the cooperation and the collaborative nature and just like all the cool TAs and all the other cool students. So yeah, thanks for giving me a memorable experience at USC that I'm never going to forget. So peace.
Does he mean that weird Zoom interaction where I'm trying to make eye contact but the camera's on the side of my phone? Anyways, Dr. Walsh, it's always been a pleasure. You're the only professor who I've taken multiple classes from in my USC career, and it's the easiest decision I ever made. You've been a mentor to me both in class and also like figuring out what I want to do in my career. And whether I'm going to med school next year, taking a gap year to do research, I think I'm going to look forward to always reaching out for advice and just your general companionship. I'm looking forward to it. Have a good one.
Hi, Dr. Walsh. Thank you for a great 2 semesters. I've had such a great time learning everything from you, and despite the complexity of the material, you always made the class super non-traditional and really fun, which really facilitated my learning experience. And thank you for always reminding me to enjoy life to the fullest. So yeah, that's good enough. Right?
So literally the second that I found out Gero 310 was an approved upper division course for neuroscience, I jumped on it. I basically rearranged my entire schedule so I could make sure to have you again as a professor for my final academic year at USC. With online classes, I was a little bit worried at first that things were going to be drastically different from how they were in Gero 414. But somehow you managed to bring all of your energy to the virtual classroom. None of my other professors were able to share their excitement about the course material and about life in general in the way and with the ease that you seemingly can. Most days after having stared at my computer for hours and hours on end alone in my room, I feel drained. But after your lectures, I always feel energized and motivated, and some of that, of course, is attributed to the exercise program, but most of it comes from you. So many science professors like to remind us how abysmal the medical school matriculation rates are, as if that's not something we're already so keenly aware of. But you do the opposite. You present the course information and tell us how it'll directly relate to our future careers as physicians, dietitians, health science researchers, etc. And you'll say something like, this is the kind of test that you're going to be doing when you're an oncologist someday, Jayesh. And not only does visualizing the application help us to better absorb the material, but it also serves as a bit of encouragement. It subliminally instills a bit of confidence in us, a kind of confidence that a lot of us are really lacking. So, thank you for that. Anyways, I have some extra space in my upcoming spring schedule, so make sure you have lots of office hours planned for Gero 200 so we can hang out some more, especially with the Miss Julia Walsh, the amazing and powerful Julia Walsh. So thank you so much for an amazing semester, and I'm really excited that this does not have to be goodbye.
Dr. Walsh, I just want to say thank you so much for this semester. It was so fun. I love Gero 414, and 310 was a great class as well. Just hearing about your personal life and with Julie and her struggle. I also enjoyed the stretching course so much. It gave me a chance to get moving in the middle of class. The class just put a smile on my face every time we had it. Just took away all the stresses of life, and I could just focus on learning fun things with fun people. So thank you so much for everything, and have a great winter break.
Professor Walsh, I just wanted to say thank you so much for an amazing semester in Gero 310, and you really made the online experience so much better and just so much more fun than I thought it could ever be. So thank you so much for always being so kind and caring, and I can't wait to take Gero 414 with you.
Hey, Dr. Walsh. I'm not really sure what I can add on top of what all the nice things everyone else has to say, but I'll do my best. I wanted to thank you for such a great semester, such a great year. I mean, between this semester and last, I've loved every moment being in your classes. You are my favorite professor at USC, and that's saying something, because I think USC has the best professors in the world. I'm really sad that I'm not going to be able to take another class with you, but I'm so happy that you make yourself so accessible, and that I'll be able to maintain my relationship with you and keep you keyed in to where I'm at and hear about what's going on in your life. I just wanted to take this moment to reflect, and I think you should too. I think that the difference that you've made in so many students' lives is palpable. And you not only teach all of this really dense material, but you manage to do so in a way that brings everyone together. And I've talked to a lot of students, and I've never heard anyone say anything but the most severe praise of any class that you teach in. So that's really a special thing. We all appreciate you a lot, and you've made one of the most difficult years tolerable. And not just tolerable, you've made it fun. I know for me, staying after class and talking with you and my peers was honestly the highlight of my week. And that's a special thing. So, we just wanted to put this together so that we can express to you how thankful we are for your work. And thank you again. I'll see you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in Stretch and Core. And I look forward to maintaining our relationship. Thank you so much, Professor.